Today we are asked to support a budget for a department that has spent years failing the people of Gauteng. We are asked to support a budget for a department that has become synonymous with delays, deteriorating infrastructure, poor maintenance, weak oversight, and a culture of accountability avoidance. The Department of Infrastructure Development has one fundamental responsibility: to plan, to build, to maintain, and to protect public infrastructure upon which our province depends. Yet, year after year, Gauteng residents see the exact opposite. Projects that should take months take years. Schools are delivered late. Clinics are delayed. Public buildings stand unfinished while costs escalate and communities are left waiting. Now, in his response, the MEC would tell us that the department delivered 4 schools in this financial year. But what the MEC is not going to tell us that those schools have been delayed for absolute years, running over budget, etc. The reality is that Gauteng residents are paying the price for a department that consistently misses its own deadlines. And when projects are delayed, the consequences are severe. Costs increase, contractors submit variation orders, and budgets are stretched. Taxpayers pay more while receiving less. Every delay is a tax on the people of Gauteng. The department speaks endlessly about infrastructure delivery, yet delivery remains its greatest weakness. Especially concerning is the shocking state of public asset maintenance. Across Gauteng, government buildings continue to deteriorate because preventative maintenance has been neglected for years. Instead of maintaining assets before they fail, the department waits for a crisis to arise and then spend much more money on emergency repairs. This is not asset management, it is asset destruction. Every building allowed to decay represents a failure of stewardship and a waste of public resources. The MEC spoke to us about the breakdown in the relationship between Gauteng Department of Health and the Department of GDID. Now, the problem is not only with GDID, but one needs to visit the projects that DID worked on to understand why the relationship with the health department broke down. At the same time, infrastructure backlogs continue to grow, communities still lack adequate facilities, and demand continues to increase while delivery struggles to keep pace. The result is that residents are denied the infrastructure that is needed for education, healthcare, economic development, and service delivery. The province cannot continue to announce ambitious plans while failing to further implement on these plans. A department that cannot comply with GIAMA and cannot even maintain a credible asset register cannot claim to be a managing infrastructure. It is merely presiding over the decay of the infrastructure while operating blind to what it owns, what conditions these assets are in and what they are worth. Madam Speaker, perhaps the greatest indictment on this department is contained in its very own turnaround strategy. Let us be clear, the very existence of a turnaround strategy is an admission of failure. A department that is functioning effectively does not require a turnaround strategy. A department that is delivering on its mandate does not need a comprehensive plan to fix project delivery or governance or maintenance or financial controls and property management. The turnaround strategy is effectively a catalogue of the department's failures. The question before this House is not whether the turnaround strategy sounds impressive. The question is whether residents can see the turnaround. And the answer is no. Residents cannot experience governance frameworks or management presentations. They can experience whether the clinic is finished on time. They experience whether the school is completed. They experience whether government buildings are maintained. They experience delivery. And far too many Gauteng residents still cannot see the results promised by this turnaround strategy. The department is good at producing plans. It is far less successful in producing infrastructure. The uncertainty surrounding the transfer of functions from to the Department of Gauteng Infrastructure Financing Agency, or GIFA, raises more concerns. We are told that GIFA is the future. We are told that this restructuring will improve delivery, yet accountability remains unclear. Who is responsible when projects fail? Who is accountable when facilities or deadlines are missed? Who answers when budgets are exceeded? The department has failed to provide sufficient clarity. Changing the organizational structure does not automatically improve performance. Changing the letterhead does not fix the problem if accountability remains weak. There is a real risk that Gauteng is moving problems from one institution to another. Perhaps most troubling of all is the absence of meaningful consequence management. For years, projects have been delayed, costs escalated, infrastructure has deteriorated. Yet, where are the consequences? How many officials have been held accountable? How many managers have faced disciplinary actions for failed projects? How many executives have have been required to answer for years of underperformance? The turnaround strategy focused extensively on accountability, yet accountability without consequences are meaningless. The Democratic Alliance supports infrastructure delivery. We support reform. We support modernization. We support efficient government. What we do not support is rewarding failure. What we do not support is the extensive allocation of more resources without measurable performance improvements. What we do not support is making taxpayers to continue funding promises while waiting endlessly for results. Madam Deputy Speaker, infrastructure is the function of economic growth, service delivery, and human dignity. Yet Gauteng continues to suffer from delayed projects, neglected public assets, weak accountability, growing backlogs, and uncertainty about the future of the department's direction. The department's turnaround strategy tells us what has gone wrong. What it does not demonstrate is whether those problems have been fixed. Until this department can show measurable improvements in delivery, until accountability becomes more than a slogan, and until residents can see real results on the ground, the DA cannot support this budget. I thank you.